Welcome back to the Endless Growth Podcast, episode 13.
Yes, sir.
You already know who's with me, my boy Edgar. And it's been kind of an experience this weekend, or I guess not even weekend. I think we finally unveiled this to the public, friends essentially, family. And so far, we've had some great feedback, response, and things like that. And just want to say I appreciate it, everybody. And
Yeah,
you know,
thank each and one of you, and we've definitely been seeing the feedback from you guys, and it's showing us. It's cool.
exactly. Honestly, I kind of came in today with a different, not expectation, but just a different feeling. Because the last essentially 12 we have recorded, it's been like, oh, no one knows about us, all that. Now it's like, holy shit. Now we have, people that, all right, I don't know. I'm not saying like they're fans or anything like that as of yet, but let's say maybe they express some interest in what we have to say. So I appreciate that. And we'll try to keep, basically the same type of content, keep it coming, obviously improve on that. But yeah, just excited and super blessed.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man, and I think it was just what Monday, right, when we released this. Today's Wednesday,
Yeah,
so
2 days ago,
it's
bro.
been 2 days, and so far it's been cool. It's cool that we just started this from an idea. We've been doing it for a minute, and then finally we kind of like just went through with it and put it out there,
There you go.
and we've been getting some feedback on it like right away, and I'm excited just to see
Yeah.
where it's going to keep going, because it seems like it's already reached out a lot of people that we didn't think it would be reaching, but
Yeah, in such a short period of time, I wasn't expecting results like this too fast. I had basically very low expectations about everything. So it is, good to feel, that we actually have something going essentially,
yeah,
like something maybe unique that you can't necessarily get from anywhere else. Like obviously you get information, learn like basically anything anywhere. But when it comes to, people that live in your same town, or people that you basically kind of went to high school or associated with, now it's kind of more, it feels like, in my opinion, more feasible to actually get or even do something, if that makes sense.
yeah,
And that's just, speaking to the immediate friends and family. Obviously, if we start getting more, basically a bigger audience, y'all could do it too, 100%. Just stay focused. And the world is yours.
keep at it, yeah. And at the end of the day, we're kind of just doing this for us,
Yeah,
um, and it's just we're just enjoying it regardless
that's a
of
fact.
either way it goes. So
Yeah, big things coming, honestly, though.
that's
You
a
know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah,
I don't want to give too much. I wanted to be, have like an element of surprise to everything. But let's
yeah,
just say we're potentially planning something a little different, for 15. We're also in talks of upgrading some equipment
yeah,
and potentially a new space to record as well. So just happy,
yeah,
blessed, like, what I'm saying, like, shit, we good to go, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited. Hopefully by 15 we have all that, and it's kind of just like a not a surprise for them, but because they already kind of know about it. But it's
Yeah.
just we have the whole transition at once, and
Boom, there you go, huh?
yeah, so that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
bro. It's going to be dope. So, yeah, shout out everyone. It's been an amazing journey so far. It's barely starting, so the fuck
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is what it is. But besides that, though, brother, how was your weekend?
It was good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back exactly what I did, but
Mm-hmm.
I think this last weekend. Oh yeah, I delivered that car that I was wrapping, Subaru.
Okay,
So
I did see that last week.
delivered that, and it was my girlfriend's first weekend working night shift. So yeah, didn't really have a girlfriend over the weekend, and then of course it was Mother's Day on Sunday.
Oh,
So
that's a fact. So
so,
I think
so
last podcast we talked about what we're going to get our mom. So what you end up getting your mom?
I ended up just getting her like flowers. She loves gardening and stuff at the house. She already
Oh,
has.
okay. So like flowers she can plant in her garden or more like in a vase type of thing?
Right now it's more like in the base since we're
Okay.
gonna be moving soon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to buy her something that she has to plant and then leave behind. So yeah, and I kind of told her I'm like, this ain't much, but once we get the new house, I'll definitely be hooking it up to get it to where she wants the flowers because she loves the whole gardening thing. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's something with older people.
Yeah,
As they
same
get
thing with my
older, they just
mom,
kind
yeah.
of become more with their gardens, and it's kind of like their kids in a way. You have plants too, and you kind of get attached to them. Like you have to can't forget to water them. It's almost like something you're responsible over of.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
but
That's a fact, bro.
you get attached to them. So
Yeah, sometimes I should be like, fuck, I gotta water my plants. For me right now, I just have a bunch in my room where it gets sometimes like, damn, I basically have so many I have to fill up like two of those big ass Smart water like bottles,
oh really? That's
and
what you
then
used
just
to.
You use that?
I use an old big smart water bottle.
Holy shit, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah, I drank that shit, and I was like, "This makes it good." Like, I can use this for something. I don't know what it was, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
kept it.
That's sick as hell. Okay, see, so but yeah, isn't that? I don't know how many plants you have at the house, or if your mom's kind of more in charge of that.
Yeah,
But that should be a pain in the ass sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
it low key is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially some mine. I have two hanging up in each corner,
Uh-huh.
so it's not like you can just put them and like that's it, because they'll fucking start draining onto like
Mm.
my notebooks and my Mac and shit, because that's where it's at. So I
Oh,
basically have to fill them with water and leave them on the sink for a couple
let them.
hours,
Yeah.
exactly, or put them in like the bath. But that's his own shit. It's like, damn, bro, I need to go shower and or
Yeah.
wash the dishes. It's like, what the fuck?
Damn.
But you know, it's cool just to have, like you said, just plants and shit like that.
Yeah.
So other things, I guess, to I don't know, just look at. Plus, I feel like they do change the theme of like a house and add
For
kind of
sure.
more of a energy to it, if that makes sense. I
Yeah.
guess.
Even
But
if they're like faux plants, they kind of do a little bit, but having the real plants is just you almost feel it.
for sure, yeah. My
It's like a
girlfriend hates fake plants, bro. Every time she sees them, she's like, I don't know why. She just get pissed.
yeah.
I'm like, my bit. Like,
That's
it is
funny.
what it is. But no, that's cool.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
we're on that plant thing. But yeah, that's cool. You got your mom flowers. I basically got the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. Got her some dope flowers. But the thing is, you can't. Well, I don't know what's the rule, because they say the red flowers is more for romantic partnerships or whatever you love her,
Like
right?
roses. Yeah.
And then yellow and white, is that for like moms or something?
I don't really know. I thought about that though too.
I think I don't know where I seen it or heard,
Yeah.
but I was like something like that. So I think I just got like orange ones with like mixed with other things.
Okay.
Also got like a card too, because that's her thing. She doesn't really care about materialistic things supposedly, and I guess I do believe it to an extent. She's one of those moms where she's like, oh, just be a good son and all that, which most Hispanic moms are like that. But yeah, I just got a little card, because I know she'll appreciate that. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of suck ass at writing Spanish, so had to write it in English
That
and
translate it.
then translated it. But I did handwrite it still. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but it all came,
From the heart.
yes sir. But yeah, bro, that's dope. That's kind of similar things
Yeah. Did you do anything else this weekend other than Mother's Day stuff?
that I can remember. Shit, bro. Probably not, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I just cleaned like on Saturday. Was trying to figure out the whole podcast thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this weekend low key was pretty busy.
Oh yeah, we were both going
We
back
were
and forth.
we were
Yeah.
going in. So actually, yeah, it was a pretty busy weekend. So besides the whole mother thing, like Saturday and the beginning of that Sunday, yeah, I was trying to go ham, trying to set up some business emails. Now that we do have a business email, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at admin@endlessgrowthpod.com. Find us there. Or honestly, you could just DM us. That's probably the easiest thing. Edgar has access to the Instagram account as well. So if you do reply or ask us a question or something or try to contact us, it might be either or if you just say a name and then type your message, then obviously
For sure.
that person will reply. But
Yeah.
either way, that's excited. We have the Instagram page up. Soon, I'm not too sure how soon, we should start implementing the whole polls and questions and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So that'd be cool. Just to kind of get a better feel. Like, what do y'all want to hear? Is there anything specific that's troubling you that maybe we've gone through, or maybe that we could both try to, unravel and just basically try to get to the bottom of. So,
Yeah, for sure.
that's kind of where I'm, I
Yeah.
guess, at with that.
Yeah, I'm excited to have some feedback from, our listeners and viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Both through, whether it's YouTube or our Instagram page and stuff. And then yeah, like do some polls and kind of see what people are wanting to get out of us too.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
obviously we're still doing this to enjoy
Yeah, we're still gonna be
ourselves,
ourselves. Like, it's
but
not
at the
like
same
we're gonna
time,
change
we
up.
would like to kind of, if you guys are asking for something, we probably can touch on it, and
For sure.
get you some
Give
info.
us more, better ideas, different concepts to talk about, because we have no script so sometimes it's like, holy shit, like we don't talk about what we're going to say at the beginning of the podcast. We just essentially, what did we work on this week? Where are we at with the podcast? Little updates. Do we do any cool shit on the weekend? Not necessarily. Okay, let's keep it moving. Things
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, it's just a cool, busy weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe this weekend, I feel like you said you might be busy as well. A little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll see. This week I'm kind of free, but at the same time, our new shop that we're expanding into
Yeah.
will possibly be done. So we'll have to be doing some paint work in there. And honestly, it's probably going to be the only weekend I have to do that. So we may be doing that. But yeah, speaking on all this though, I finally got into the AI stuff. I was kind of telling you with the whole, I found an AI program to do our video cuts. our multi-camera cuts. So,
Hmm.
man, we kind of spoke on this on podcast 10,
Yeah.
on episode 10. But yeah, it's mind blowing. It is crazy how literally like this is like my first like stuff that I've done like to use something with AI, and it's literally mind blowing.
Yeah,
Because yeah, like
you got impressed. You're like, holy shit, huh?
yeah, I mean, ideally you have to go watch through it again, but I did it, and I was just like, what do I do now? You know, it's like it's done. Like now I got like a whole nother. Usually something that would take me like 3-4 hours in
I
total.
was gonna ask you that. So 3 to 4 hours total usually on your own,
Yeah.
but now with this program, it you said it finished it in like 2 minutes, but obviously you still have to go back and try to figure out how to do all
So
that. So
and whatever, however long the podcast is, hour 30, and then another maybe let's say 20-30 minutes setting it up. So cut it down in half now. So 2 hours I could fully have it done.
yeah, that saved you, like you said, 2 hours. I was actually, when we were just sitting here before, I kind of was on the same boat. I'm like, yeah, I still want to edit it in my own way.
Yeah.
But if I could have someone maybe go through it first and do minimalistic edits, like the
Yeah.
shit that's like, obviously, you're going to take it out for the audio recording portion, then maybe I could, like you said, save not fucking 6 hours that I'm spending on right now, but at least maybe, I don't know,
Cut it
two.
down to at least half, yeah, or something.
Exactly. So there's that. So that's cool. It's actually funny. You want to tell them the story about you discovering this whole thing last night and you sending me a Snapchat and shit?
Oh yeah. So it was like, yeah. So my thing yesterday, I actually took a nap. So I took a
Oh,
nap.
for real?
So I was like pretty awake, and it was like 2 a.m. when I finally figured. I downloaded this program like around probably 12,
Yeah.
and around like 2 a.m. when I finally figured out how to use it and implement it to the video. And I sent Alex a Snapchat like at 2 a.m. thinking he's just gonna open it, in the morning, and
yeah.
he opens it up at 2 a.m. He was still up like me, so
Yeah,
that's
my
funny.
bad. Couldn't sleep last night, you know.
Yeah,
It
hey,
happens.
sometimes we have those nights, but
Dude, I feel like my head just be going through some crazy ass shit because I'm pretty sure I've never been like diagnosed because I growing up, you never went to really the doctor for like mental health shit. But I'm pretty sure I have like ADHD, where essentially it's just hard to concentrate on like one specific thing. But I feel like I kind of learned how to live with it, or basically I feel like I trained my mind to always be looking or thinking of things and analyzing them or trying even to make them better, if that makes sense. So every time I'm trying to go to sleep, bro, I'll be thinking about shit, and I just be thinking about like sometimes even helpful shit. It's like, oh shit, like let me go take out my notepad out. But it's some crazy ass shit that my mind just don't want to stop,
you
bro.
don't sleep.
It literally is just I literally gotta, like, I don't know, play some white noise or some type of like sleepy meditation shit. Because I even played the sleepy meditation shit around like 1:30. That shit did not help, at least yesterday. But it's like, yo, what the hell? But I was editing like for 2 hours before, and I
Yeah.
think I was just so locked in and like, you know how like they say you don't like be by like TVs and shit before you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know, had to do something with that too. So
I sleep with the TV on every night.
that's wild. Do you ever dim it though?
No, but
Yo, you wild for that shit.
I can sleep like straight. Like I can sleep in these lights. If I'm tired enough, I'll just pass out. But I mean, that's just me though. I've grown up like that since I was like a kid, always watching TV and stuff. So,
I'm a bit.
but no, I'm like you though too though. Like when your mind's going, like it just doesn't let you sleep. And yeah, what I've done recently, I've had that same problem recently too. I've been trying to get better at falling asleep early, and
Yeah.
I'll be playing some Rain.
Oh, some rain. Okay.
Yeah,
That helps out.
it helps because I really enjoy working in the rain. I don't know why. Especially like in this shop, you hear the rain like hit the roof. It's all a sheet
Oh,
metal
damn.
roof.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just really find it enjoyable. But so I pop that in on my headphones. I'm just like zoned out. Even when I'm working sometimes, like, cause I'm telling you, I listen to music all day, almost for every day since I've been here. So it's like I've kind of got tired of just listening to either podcast or music. So
Yeah,
I'll
if
just
you're here all day,
pop
for
in
sure.
different things sometimes, and sometimes it'll be like sunny outside. I'll be listening to rain.
Oh, shit.
Just kind of distract me. It's almost like you want like more noise in your head than what your brain is
Yeah.
thinking, or like it's like you have to like how would you say it? You like numb it out or
Yeah, you're basically trying
wash
to
it
like
out.
distract yourself from thinking by focusing on something else. So yeah, I used to do that with like even just like you said, watching YouTube videos or at least some movie. But the bad thing about some movies is sometimes them motherfuckers is really good. You're like gonna try to go to sleep and you do a little pig like,
Yo,
oh shit, like what the fuck? Like that's happened to me before, bro. And I watched the whole movie and it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, fuck.
or to be like series like episodes.
Oh my
Oh, you're like
god.
one more. Like they leave you hanging, so you got to keep watching. So
Yeah, exactly. So Sometimes it's not a good idea. Pick up the shows that'll be fire to go sleep to. I ain't gonna lie. It's all like the fucking Animal Planet ass shows, bro.
Yeah, like
Them
all
shits.
documentary stuff. But even sometimes though, low key,
Them
like
motherfuckers
you'd
be
be
hitting,
like,
huh?
yeah, you'd be like,
What?
wait, when were those built? The pyramids? Yeah,
Wait. They don't know how they built them. They thinking aliens did that shit. What?
yeah,
Like, what do you mean right now? That's a fact, bro. Holy shit.
yeah. It's
Yeah, bro. That's actually crazy we're talking about sleep because I was considering buying it's like essentially a watch. I forgot what brand it was, but it essentially monitors your sleep quality.
hmm,
So like basically how many hours you sleep and also like your REM cycles and shit like that. Like your rapid eye movement, whatever the fuck. I guess there's basically just cycles of sleep that happen like every 3 to 4 times when you're sleeping, like every 2 hours or something.
okay.
And that's kind of when you enter the REM, it's when that's kind of when you're starting to get like the best quality of sleep. So that shit tracks like everything like that. It also tracks like recovery time. So let's say I went to the gym 2, 3 times and I'm like, shit, like, am I recovered? Am I good to go? Like it'll tell you. So it's like some crazy ass health like feedback type of thing
Hmm.
that I was kind of interested in. And it's crazy because how I got put onto it was from hearing it from another podcast. And he was basically saying, yo,
Really?
this shit's dope. And I was just like, damn. But at the same time, I'm one of those people that don't like buying a product knowing that something new is going to come out. So, for example, they haven't, I think they're on version 4 of it, but that didn't release until like November of 2021. So it's about a year and a half.
Hmm.
And they're estimating that the new one will come out basically toward the end of the year or the beginning. And that just
I
fucks
hate
me
that.
up,
I
bro.
hate that, bro.
You can't win though.
No, because another year, another one's gonna come out. I was gonna tell
Yeah.
you, you're obviously the Apple Watches don't have that. The ones we have, right? But I think does the Ultra have all that crazy stuff?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure because there was I don't know if the Ultra one is the big ass metal one.
Yeah.
That shit was like $800. Like, what the shit?
Yeah. Honestly, my biggest distraction like throughout the day is my phone, which it sucks because I still need it. Like I can't completely just like escape from it.
Yeah.
But I was really interested in getting the Ultra Watch and having service on it and leaving my phone literally at home. That way I could only
Oh.
respond. Like you could respond to people like on Instagram and Facebook and
You
take
can even
calls,
take
message.
calls. Yeah, that shit wild.
Yeah. But I get distracted like going through like a feed like of Instagram or Facebook. So,
That should be smart.
but yeah, I heard good things about that watch. But yeah, I don't. It's a lot of money though for a watch.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then next year you can be like, oh, it's a better one. Like,
Exactly.
fuck. That's true because I've actually been wanting a new Apple Watch because I'm still on the 3. But I only use it for the gym, bro, dead ass, or hiking.
Hmm.
I don't be wearing that shit as like a fashion accessory. Like, I give two shits about that.
Yeah.
Just use it for the principle. And I honestly just like it to track how long I worked out, how many calories I burnt, and what's my beat per minute, like when I'm working out essentially. Because if there's a certain amount, or let's say my beats per minute is like at 150 after like a set or some shit, like I'm gonna be like, yo, fuck that. I'm not. I'm gonna take a longer break and wait till I'm more baseline. When I'm baseline for me is maybe around like 70 beats per minute, just kind of lower, but it's good though because it means you're just like fit and shit. But when I'm worked out, I'm on them with pre-workout, fucking heart pumping. I think I wait till I'm like in the hundreds, the low hundreds, maybe like 100, even like 111. I'm like, fuck it, it's time to go to another set. And usually I go up to like 130, 150, depending on how crazy the set is, I guess.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, chill, go back down. But that's what I use that shit for,
I
just
would have
to,
never used it. I would have never thought of that, honestly. But
I
you're
don't know,
more into this than
I'm
I
on
am,
some
so.
crack. I'm really on some weird shit though. Like, I even pull out my phone timer, and then after a set, I hit 2 minutes.
Oh,
And then I literally
just wait
that's if I
around.
go by myself. When I go, let's say for example, I went to my sister, to the gym with my sister 2 days this week, so Monday and Tuesday. And like for her, it's like I'm not gonna really do that. I'll still maybe just do it out of habit, but I'll do it less just because it's like damn, she's working out. She might take maybe well fuck, we're not the same weight, so I have to take some shit
Sometimes you're taking
off,
yeah weight off. And,
putting it on, and then she does her set, and then I get on it, and I'm just like maybe choosing a good song. At that point, it's probably already like what 2ish, maybe even a little longer.
yeah.
But honestly, me and my sister, like we're so effective at the gym. I don't think I've ever met anyone where it's like we just fucking just go and it's like holy shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
it's wild, bro. Because like I be going with my girls sometimes, and I feel like we just obviously just fucking around sometimes, and
Yeah.
I'm there maybe like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Me and my sister go, it's like 90 minutes.
Even with us, I think when we used to go, we just
It
bullshit a
is what
lot.
it is. Yeah, me and my sister, I don't know. We're just pretty similar where we just kind of I don't know, just zone out. we don't even really talk to each
That's
other.
good though.
So, and then, yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I said, I think I brought this before. I'll be going to the gym and shit, just to fucking zone out. And I'm just like, sometimes I feel like a fucking asshole because there's people like I sometimes say what's up to and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I'm just so locked in that I'm maybe like walking somewhere. I don't even be looking around. And I feel sometimes they like might be waving and shit. And I'm like, I don't like making people feel like
You almost catch it from like your peripheral vision, but
it's
like they
just,
might be saying something or looking at you, but you're just
yeah. So I basically put myself in awkward positions on accident. Plus, I feel like I'm just maybe a little awkward in general, to be honest. Like, that shit I was as a kid, and usually you are just basically a grown version of your kid's self. So, and nothing wrong with that.
no,
As long as it's not too cringy, I hope.
as long as it's not interfering with like
Other shit.
your life, yeah. So
Yeah, some other shit. So,
it's all good.
but yeah, bro, just get some good basic quality sleep is kind of that.
Sleep's very important. I don't know. Is it though?
Long term, yes. Short term, I don't think it matters.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if I doesn't say eat, if I sleep more than like 8 hours,
You're probably sleepier.
I'm useless. Yeah, the next day.
Well, I guess there is
6.
has to be medium. I'd say honestly between. Well, I guess obviously everyone's different. Edgar, I'm gonna be honest, bro. You probably just need 6, bro.
6 is my sweet spot.
That's your shit. Mine, fuck no, it's not a 6, bro. The fuck.
You need
My
the 10.
shit, hell, not tampoco. I'm probably around 7 hours and 30-ish minutes. That's probably my sweet spot. So it honestly it all depends. But I feel like for most people it'd probably be between 7 and 8.5.
Yeah.
Around there.
Yeah,
So
my girl definitely needs 8 to 10.
I'm saying everyone's just different. It's some
Yeah,
weird shit.
she
Like,
needs
what
her
the fuck?
sleep.
Yeah, so it obviously depends too. So it depends if you're working a manual labor job, you're probably gonna need more recovery time than someone like me that's just at the office. I do kind of sometimes make it up with the gym, but if you're working construction, you probably got my ass beat, to be honest with you, because that shit is, tip my hard hat to you, because that shit,
It's labor intensive. Yeah.
yeah, damn, yeah, I'm
That's
saying.
something else. Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of depends on maybe where you are in life, what kind of things you're doing, what kind of habits and rituals and all that shit you have going on. But just get your sleep, try to eat right. I've been fucking up my eating as well. I've been just trying to eat a lot more because once I got back from the trip, every time I come back from a trip, bro, I lose like fucking 3-4 pounds, and that shit
That's crazy.
irritates me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's like the opposite. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
You
I
gain
gained
weight. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. So I just been trying to just basically eat not too before I go to sleep, because they say you shouldn't eat or drink anything 2 hours before you go to sleep. Because let's say I'm about to go to sleep, I fucking have a little, McChicken, little McBitchin, a little Whopper Junior with some cheese or some shit on there. When I'm about to go to bed, my stomach is gonna essentially start working, bro, and start trying to fucking pack that shit up and turn it into you already know what.
Yeah.
But I think the process of that as well is called, I'm not, my girlfriend told me this. Hopefully I'm not fucking it up. Your girlfriend could probably verify this. Peristalsis, some crazy ass word, where essentially it's like, all right, you just ate some food. Now all the blood from your head, essentially, not all of it, obviously,
Yeah.
but some of it's gonna go to your stomach and start working. So that's why a lot of people after like a fat ass meal and shit, or like let's say you're on lunch at work,
Get tired.
you're just like
Yeah.
out of it. It's because yo shit, you know what I'm saying? So like I think you even brought it up once where you're like, yo, I try to avoid sometimes eating, bro, hella late
Yeah.
to avoid that, no?
Exactly. Well, I avoid eating in the day, till like later in the day,
That's fucking wild.
because if I eat at 12, like I'm kind of just dead afterwards. And then I'm the opposite with you. I eat like a bowl of cereal every night before I go to bed, and then just pass out.
Damn.
Pop
So
up on the show, and then just yeah. So I'm the opposite. It's like sometimes I'll be like, I'll get here from like the shop. I'll leave the shop like at 3 a.m. like one of those late nights, 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Get home, get a bowl of cereal, like just something fast, eat something, just so I'm not like waking up to an empty stomach, because that's almost worse for me. If I wake up and I didn't eat nothing before, I just feel like crap in the morning.
Do you feel like you get more hungry in the mornings or the night?
Probably night for sure.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
There's some people,
I'm
like my
just like
girlfriend.
weird.
Bro, imagine you waking up, first thing, and you're just hungry, bro, like as fuck, though. Like, as hungry as you are in the night.
Nah, I couldn't
That's
do that.
wild. That's what I'm saying. There's people like that, though.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It's
Some
like-
people can't function.
Without their big-ass breakfast.
Yeah, my girl can't go to the gym without having something to eat. Like she'll pass out.
Should not me too,
For
probably.
real?
Well, it depends. Like maybe I'll maybe have breakfast and skip on lunch to go to the gym, then have lunch after.
Mm.
But empty stomach type shit, hell no.
No.
That would be fasted, not a cardio, but fasted workout, which burns more fat, which is honestly a good idea.
That's probably why I'm skinny. The way I
Ah,
am, I just because that's the only way I've been working out for like when I was working in the mornings, working out in the
yeah,
mornings, I wouldn't eat till like still later at the same time of the day.
yeah, bro. You're basically you're technically fasted. You haven't ate since the night before,
Just been doing this shit
so
all wrong.
well, I don't know. It's yeah. Well, I guess if your intention was to eat,
Yeah,
to gain weight, then potentially. But now you know.
yeah, that's
Fuck it.
funny. Hey, the more you know.
Shit, see, you telling me shit I didn't know, like, and then vice versa. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, just try to eat good. I'm trying to save some more money on food essentially. Gotta
Yeah,
chill on the DoorDash. That
it's
shit
just,
adds up so
it's
quick,
just so
bro.
easy to do though too.
And cooking, bro. The one thing is cooking. One thing is planning. Another thing is trying to get the rest, like the ingredients. I guess one of my pet peeves. It's not really too big of a pet peeve, but I don't like going to the grocery store. Like that shit just irks me. I'm like, fuck.
I hate it. Yeah.
Like I should honestly sign up for the whole Walmart pickup shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never had. I don't know, just the will to do it. I guess. So have you tried that shit?
I have it. My girl uses it a lot though.
Oh, for real, the pickup
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah, it's actually pretty handy. Like if
Convenient, right?
I don't know, I'm just not that. I can't say I'm not like so phone savvy because
Yeah.
obviously I use my phone a lot for a lot of shit, but it's just stuff like that like irritates me. Like for that, I almost just want to go in and grab it myself.
That's the thing too, because I thought about it. I'm like, what if I forget something to add, or maybe let's say even sometimes this is with me. I go to the
Mm-hmm.
grocery store. I don't know. I have maybe a little list of like the essentials, but what if I see some like random ass protein bar that I want to
Exactly.
try? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's one thing. Plus, I don't really go to Walmart because that's just huge. You're gonna spend fucking hour at least in that shit. So I'd be going to like just little smaller little stores like Fresh Market, Smiths, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess read this in a little flip page book type of thing. It was essentially just tips for eating better. And this is one of the things that kind of struck with me, and I just kind of always think about it when I'm at the grocery store. And it said essentially, when you go at the grocery store, always buy shit from like essentially like the edge of the sides of the store. Because if you
Mm.
think about it, well, I guess with at least my store, let's say Fresh Market, you go in, you turn right, you got all your grains and breads and shit, which some of them might be bad for you, like white ones, whatever. And then you go more down this way, still you're on the whole right side. You start getting into fruits, like cheeses and shit, like salads, lettuces, basically any vegetable or fruits there.
Yeah.
And then you move on, and then that's when on this edge you have all your essentially your meats like poultries, freaking steaks, beef, turkey, whatever the hell. Well, I guess yeah. And then you also have obviously milk, like eggs, and then everything else in between most likely is just like assorted ass, just random ass like things, and a lot of it's processed. So basically, the less processed shit is most likely on the edges, like the fruits,
Mm-hmm.
milks and shit. Which some milks are still processed, but essentially, what I'm saying that there's no fucking Twinkies by the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? That
That's
shit is
true.
straight up like you don't even know what the fuck's in a Twinkie. Like you
You
know what I'm
really
saying? They
don't.
don't even exist. Why the fuck am I saying Twinkie? Some other shit like just fat like
Yeah.
zebra cake ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're back.
Twinkies are back.
They've been back. Yeah.
Don't say that shit, bro.
Come on, man.
Don't say
You
that,
gotta get
bro.
with it.
Oh fuck! Come on, to give me a little Twinkie after this shit.
They brought them back.
Are you shitting me?
This was like 2 years ago. I feel like I don't know if somebody can quote us on this.
Yeah, we're not to edit this. When I edit this podcast, and be like,
Huh.
I'm gonna have to Google that shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put a little Twinkie in front of your mouth.
The video and shit. Hey,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know that. All right, bet. But yeah,
Yeah.
basically, more
But
of
yeah, no.
that.
We're
Eat from the
getting.
edges. Don't really go in because obviously the more processed, the more ingredients and all kinds of shit. So artificial flavorings.
I didn't think about that. It is
That's
true
something.
though.
It's like
They're all set up like that.
yeah, all
And
everything on
also,
the edges. Yeah, is just produce, all that, and then everything in the middle is fuck, bro.
yeah,
So
all the ice cream, fucking chips,
all the shit will
sugar
fuck you up.
ingredients. All
Are in the aisles,
damn. When you put it that way,
you
yeah,
know. So yeah, I'm just basically just trying to keep a more health conscious, but at the same time, I'm trying to still eat a lot. And when you're eating healthy, you probably don't want to eat as much because it doesn't taste so good. So that's another little problem I'm going into, but we'll figure it out. Fuck
yeah.
it. I've been like the same weight fluctuating for like the last 2 to 3 years. But I have noticed obviously like body changes in regards to like maybe proportions or where shit's at, and then also like lift capacity and strength has definitely gone up.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's not the weight.
the weight is, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
But
Like,
you kind of like put yourself on a diet though in the past, like to actually like
nah, not
gain. Oh,
strict,
okay.
not strict. I used to count my macros and shit like that.
Yeah,
But I feel like it just life hits you and you have other shit. So, like if
it's
I was on
hard.
some bodybuilder shit, obviously, but what the fuck am I doing? I'm just competing and just trying to be like somewhat fit and
Just
look
feel
good,
good.
feel
Yeah.
good. Exactly. So it's not really what I'm on my priority list. Maybe once I have more free time or fuck, if I have a chef, are you shitting me?
Oh, bro.
The fuck, I'm getting every macro. I don't gotta do
Yeah.
shit.
No, if you
Like
had a chef, yeah, it's a done deal.
so.
But
That's kind of where I'm at with that. So maybe, what I'm saying, maybe focus on trying to get some more money. Maybe I could get, not hire a fucking chef, but have someone just
like a
cook
meal
up.
plan, or
Yeah,
have
some meal
you?
prep type of
Yeah.
thing. Because I was on a little meal prep thing. I'm going to go back next week because I'm just sick of eating the same shit. But I think they average about $15 a meal.
Hmm.
Whereas if you make everything, like rice, chicken, I don't know, potatoes, broccoli, I'll probably average maybe like 3 to 5, $6, depending on what you're,
Yeah. But
ingesting.
you got to weigh out your options too. I mean, time.
Yeah.
Like your time is very valuable, and I'm sure you're starting to see that now as you get older and you get implemented to more things now. Like
Yeah.
you're realizing that sometimes it's more valuable. Your time is more valuable, so you'll if you have more time, you'll be able to make more money. Then sometimes that might be more important, so it doesn't hurt, or spending more on
Exactly.
food.
It all comes back down to the awareness. Where are you in life, and what is your time better spent? And then also, if you love making food, then maybe it doesn't even matter. Like it's maybe a little hobby thing for
If
you.
that's like
Like a
your
thing.
getaway kind of like escape
Yeah. For
from.
me, shit. Come on, man. It is kind of good sometimes. I'll just put a podcast on and do something. But at the same time, you could always clean. It's another thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, work. You could always, do that. And me too. Sometimes in between like certain calls, or maybe I'm sending an email that doesn't require too much of my focus, and I could be hearing, like you said, just different information and things in the background to,
Yeah.
like you said, just make more use of my time instead of just sitting here washing dishes for an hour and be like, maybe I learned something in that hour. I
Yeah.
was doing that with when I go to when I went grocery shopping,
Hmm.
put my little AirPods in, a little antisocial, whatever, but you know, do all that.
I
So,
seen some lady jamming out at Winco. She had her headphones on and a whole list on her phone.
oh
She was
shit,
just going through the store, just like jamming out, like bobbing her head and everything. I was like, damn,
yeah, that's badass.
she's enjoying that shit.
Dude, that's
But
one
you
way of
got,
doing it.
but you got to think people like that too. Like they probably got like 4 or 5 kids at home. They probably been watching all day, so
Fuck,
it's their escape. Like,
I'm gonna go grocery shopping.
yeah, like I get away from the kids and just go grocery shopping. And she had like a whole cart full. That's crazy,
Just a
but
full of shit.
yeah.
Damn.
What's the
Okay.
most you spent grocery shopping? Like, have you ever bought enough food like for a month?
Not necessarily. No, but I do remember once. I think it. But I feel like prepping for a party.
Oh,
So
okay.
obviously shit adds up sometimes. But I remember one time she was like around 300, 350, and I was
Oh
like,
shit.
damn, I could have got me a little, you know, little fucking console, a little system or
Some.
something. 350, bro.
That's crazy.
Shit. And then obviously you factor in that you maybe went grocery shopping, but did you need like laundry detergent and softener? That's like another $40 right there. Do you need fucking some toothpaste? I use Sensodyne, so like 2 packs, like $10 right there. Like 3 things, $50. Oh, you
Yeah.
need some new razors, bro?
Those are bright. That's like $40. But you get like a.
The little nice value pack.
Yeah.
You shitting me?
Yeah.
No, like basically all the 4 items we just said, almost $100. You add a little candle, that's like another $10. Like shit adds up, bro. And it's not even groceries. It's like just shit you need for your hygiene and everyday life,
Just
I
your
guess you could
essentials.
say.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Damn.
shit. Like how often do you shave?
Once a week. Yeah.
Okay, maybe honestly like on every 10 days, just because I would like the whole shit going on. It doesn't look the
Yeah.
best because it's all patchy and
Do you
shit.
clean it
But
up though at all?
so this is what I do. I'll just give you a little recipe because I don't know. I
Hey,
grab my
let
little
us know.
shit, my little trimmer, you know what I'm saying? Put the little correct setting on there. Fuck my shit up. And then I grab the little razor we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then that's when I just kind of line my shit up. But that's nothing crazy. Like, what about you?
Yeah. Just pretty much like, I don't know, maybe like once a month, maybe. Like I'll like actually shave like my goatee like to a certain size, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest of the month, just once a week, just shave everything else with the razor.
Okay, I bet, bro. I feel like my hair's a little different because naturally I have like a little curlier. Even my shit be
Yeah.
like, I feel like it just get tangled on some weird shit.
Mm.
So my shit be low key a little annoying, but
Yeah, and my shit like comes down to like my neck too. So that shit like I gotta like cut it,
oh
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I'd probably go more.
You got neck beard and shit.
Yeah, I hate that. It's annoying.
Yeah, I
But
bet. Yeah, so yeah. Plus sometimes I should be getting like if I don't know. I didn't really want to get a beard for the longest time just because I think it was just a hump I had to get over.
hmm
But my face would just get itchy like if I had any hair here type
oh
shit.
yeah.
But now obviously I'm good now. But like I remember back then I was like, fuck that. Like
Did you ever feel like after you started letting it grow out, like it became thicker, like it grew out thicker,
I feel
or
like
just
I
naturally?
feel like maybe, but at the same time I don't think I've ever had it grown out, so it'd be kind of hard. But
Mm,
obviously the more you age, the I would assume, the thicker and longer it could potentially get. So
yeah.
there's that. But yeah, there's a little whatever you want to call that little shaving little technique, bro.
Little
But
101. 101 on shaving and what we do.
yeah, nothing crazy.
But yeah.
But yeah, bro, that's what we got on with that. It's crazy that we even got into subjects like that. I think it all started with the whole sleeping thing, but
Sleeping, grocery shopping, and but yeah, money wise though, like I've talked to you about like the whole renting versus buying stuff recently,
yes, sir.
and it's kind of the same thing. Like I'd rather just we're talking about like weighing out your options, what's more important to cook or obviously buy meals, but
Yeah,
same thing with buying or renting a house, like or buying a house that needs a lot of work done too. Like yeah, you save a lot of money buying a cheaper house,
yeah,
but it needs a lot of fixing, so you got to waste a lot of your time to
yeah. Put some
renovate it.
sweat equity in
So are
there.
you gonna have time to do that, or so? I've been kind of been with me. It's not food. That's not the problem. With me now, it's another.
Well, I guess it obviously changes probably back and forth. But right now, are you more leaning toward home ownership or more on the renting side? Because obviously for you, it's a little different. You have a whole business and all that stuff. So maybe your priority is not to essentially have a house and be tied down, or I don't know. Like obviously, it's
Yeah.
your life. So where are you kind of more on
As of right now,
that
probably gonna
scale?
be renting.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
shit, that's what I'm doing, bro. So
It's gotta be a home for sure. Just because we got freaking
dogs
three
and
dogs. Yeah.
vehicles and
And if I remember right, I think it's like a Utah law. You can only have two dogs if you're like renting, like in a townhome or apartment.
oh, for real?
Yeah, even maybe even a house, honestly. But nobody's gonna know.
Shit, yeah,
But
that's a fact, bro. I didn't
but
even think about that. But who the fuck even like looks into that? Because I've seen people with like 5, 7
I feel like if it was an
dogs, bro.
apartment or a
Oh
townhome, for sure
yeah,
you're
for
gonna get called
sure.
on.
With
But
the HOAs up your ass.
yeah, house though, I don't think they'll give a shit. But that's kind of my option right now. But I don't know. I'm in limbo. So
Okay. Fuck it, we'll keep you, I guess, updated on that. I guess since we're on the topic, home ownership, renting, same thing kind of we always talk about.
hmm.
Just know where you're at. What do you want? Do you want flexibility? Do you want to start a family and have like basically a home base? If that's, you basically just have to weigh your options. Like, what's your credit score? Would it be a dumb idea to get it now? Like, do you have
hmm
a down payment? Like, things like that. Sometimes it's not even beneficial to have a down payment. Maybe it's more beneficial to use, the programs they have for you,
yeah,
whether they be like the like a little FHA with like maybe a Utah housing loan where they cover 100% or all that. So it's sometimes even good, even if you're not interested in buying a house, reach out to a lender, even to just get information. Because at the end of the day, there's basically just tools and information out there for free that you can even hit up and basically just get information for free, bro. Hit up a lender. Maybe tell them you don't want to run your credit score because you ran it recently or some shit,
yeah,
and it's be like, oh, I get you, like, okay. But if you tell them a number, or have Credit Karma on your phone, it tells you, where you're at or approximately. Give him some feedback, and he'll basically, let you know all the terms where you kind of will be at, and then after he tells you a potential number, now you could go on to, utahrealestate.com, Zillow, Redfin, wherever you got to go,
hmm.
and then be like, okay, so this is what, basically my payment and all that would be. And then you have to also factor your maintenance each year. Is basically what the information did they give you? Did they put the PITI, whatever the fuck, like the principal, the interest, basically all the other shit in there? Like what is in there?
yeah,
Like, has the house in an HOA? Because HOA will fuck you up.
yeah.
Dead
Okay, I've
ass.
seen some that are like, because I've been looking at homes too and stuff, and some are like 140 a month. And I'm like,
No,
that's a whole nother like.
I've seen more, bro.
Really?
Like 250. And this, you know what's fucked
I
up?
thought our HOA was a lot, and ours is like
Oh
80 a quarter,
hell
so it's like
no.
20 a month.
I didn't even know you had an HOA. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But yeah, there's way worse ones out there too. And then with HOAs, sometimes let's say you're in a little community, and let's say they want to build a park for the community. They'll literally be like, all right, you owe us 3K over the next year. Like dead ass, that's happened before.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? And now you owe 3 racks out of like nowhere. So me personally, it doesn't fit my, I guess you could say my ideal place of living right now, especially with the whole HOA shit. Like hell no.
Yeah.
But because me personally, I do want to have obviously investments, and I said this before, in real estate. Want to have it in my portfolio for sure, just because it's something I invested almost like for sure a year, at least a year. Like it was consistent after that, 2 to 3 years, whatever, or inconsistent. But it's something that I learned and I actually did find fun. I just didn't like the whole basically being an agent thing. It wasn't for me. And like I'm pretty sure I could have been good at it, like for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to invest all that time because basically you're growing up your client pool. And let's say I wanted to try it for 5 years and then leave. Well, shit, when I leave that 5 years, that's when it's perfect, bro. That's all
Yeah.
I've been planting seeds. And now after 5 years, all those seeds are sprouted. And for me to just dip from all those seeds is like,
That was a waste of your
it's kind of
time.
stupid.
Yeah.
So I kind of seen that. And then, kind of basically
Yeah.
made my move. But I think even we brought it up that sometimes people don't want to like necessarily admit that like, oh, it didn't work out or I didn't like it. Because you remember the homie Benny?
Yeah.
He was just essentially, yo, bro, like, shit, I have this potential person, client that wants to find a home around like the 500,000 range. It's honestly pretty good. And he like, just let me know if you find anything. I'm like, all right, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'll give you information and all that, bro. But to be honest with you, I kind of left that whole like real estate type of thing I didn't tell him why. Like, I didn't tell him, oh, I'm on a podcast, like it is what it is. You'll find out if,
Yeah.
probably eventually not. But yeah, he just kind of hit me up, and I was like, I really appreciate that because that's some real shit. Like for someone to be like, "Yo, I thought about you," out of anyone,
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people might have been like, "Oh yeah, for sure, bro," and like maybe started ghosting people or doing things the wrong way. But I straight was just like, "Yo, bro, like to be honest, let me know if you want. I could even tell you of some good people or other agents."
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it wasn't even for him. It was for like essentially a friend. So it's like I'm pretty sure he'll figure that shit out. You
Yeah.
don't want to be like, oh, let me I'm asking my friend that has a friend that's an agent to refer me to someone else. It's like it's a whole
Yeah.
shit show after that. So I was like, hey, I'm here if you need me, bro. I got you. But yeah, it all came kind of down to understanding myself and being like, yo, is it more convenient for me? Not convenient, but more
Mm-hmm.
beneficial for me and my trajectory
Yeah.
to stay in this and potentially not like my life later. Because yeah, I'm not only focusing on money. It's kind of what I'm trying to get at here. Like you could become a successful agent, kill it, make a good living, all that. But it's like at the end of the day, will I be happy with my job? And I like people and all that, but I don't think I've ever been good at reaching out to people like on my own. I'm basically what I'm trying to say is I'm more introverted. I'm
Yeah.
not really with the whole like, oh, let's go to, I don't know,
You're
just
literally working for someone the whole time, like working. I mean, essentially, you always are in anything you do, any business. But with that, you're like literally like.
facts. And another concept of that I don't like is I kind of want to work for myself. That's like my ideal position in life for sure.
Yeah.
Again, everyone kind of says that shit, but it's like, why do you want to do that? It's like, do you know the cons or what basically the negatives of working for yourself? One is shit, you might not even be sleeping sometimes. Like, yo, I'm fucking paying the bills. It's like, it's up to me. It's not up to a whole ass company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing could be, am I going to be like motivated enough to actually do that? Or am I just going to maybe, I don't know, just waste all that time? Because when some agents start off, agents think they're just going to become an agent and then boom, shit, we up. But it's planting those seeds, bro, starting that relationship, hitting up they call it the sphere of influence, everyone in your network. Visiting people, calling them randomly, making client appreciation events, talking to people, things like that. And that's kind of doesn't match my personality.
Yeah.
It's not really me. So I noticed that really on. Yeah, I could have potentially taken the stealth approach, like buying leads and shit like that. But no successful agent that I've talked to, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's a little biased. Was just at one brokerage. I could have hit up other different people. They didn't really buy leads. It was all the sphere of influence of people and getting all that. So even
Mm-hmm.
like there's a successful agent here, I forget his name, but essentially this guy calls literally everyone, even people that aren't even like looking to buy a house. So for example, it's like let's say you have a friend that's another agent,
Mm-hmm.
you just call and check up on that fool. It's like, bro, obviously we're competing technically for like clients and tech clientele, but you're still hitting up all these agents and just, hey, like, how's it going? Like, I don't
That's
know.
that's not an energy that you can see yourself having
Yeah, but
to.
at the same time, that's a key for people that are interested in the whole agent shit.
Yeah.
Do as much touch as they like as
Yeah.
possible. Like for me, some people like to do this shit as an agent, like comment on Facebook posts saying happy birthday and shit like that. Me, I would feel like a little fake, knowing that my intention is to get something out of them, but knowing that I'm introverted, I'm not comfortable. But like I said, there's people out there that are super comfortable, that basically like reaching out and talking to people and all that
There's people
stuff.
for
So
everyone. So
exactly.
for
So
everything.
honestly, I've thought about this a couple times. Freaking our mutual friend Daniel Vargas.
Yeah.
I think we have two. One's already an agent, so shout out to him. He's doing his thing. I'm talking about like the other one that works. I guess what would you kind of call like his type of whole thing when he's essentially reconstructing and painting things and shit. What is that called?
Yeah.
Carpentry? Or
Yeah.
am I tripping?
Yeah. Carpenter, pretty much. Or
Okay, cool,
it's
cool.
painter.
Like I feel like him, like ever since like I don't know, we got connected and shit. He's always just been someone that I feel like everyone just gravitates to and just is cool with everyone, bro.
Yeah.
Like I always thought about it's like if that fool were to become an agent, he'd kill that shit.
Yeah.
Like
That's
dead
those people
ass.
that like. Yeah. That's essentially the kind of person that you would
If
need for that job.
exactly. So if you're
Yeah.
an agent or thinking about becoming an agent, I'd say that's probably some good advice for you. Just kind of depends. If you social enough, you're gonna talk to people. If you don't, do you have a goal? Do you have an approach? Because there's different ways of doing it. But the number one successful agents I've talked to and been around, it's all sphere influence and talking and doing things and even maybe sometimes volunteering. But again, I'll personally, with me, I'd probably be act like I guess
You
just
almost feel a
kind of
little fake.
exactly just feel a little
Yeah.
fake and and
It's not for
genuine.
you. Yeah.
So that's kind of why I realized that earlier. But again, I always was like, yo, friends and family, I'm gonna straight be honest with you, like, and let you know what's up. So that's kind of what like the homie Rafa, beginning of the year, or I guess towards the end of the year, helped him buy a house. But shit, bro, we went through some shit for sure because it was a weird market. But I was just being just dead ass real with him, like,
Yeah.
bro, this is how it is. Like, it's up to you at the end of the day, you know. Like, buying a house is one of the biggest purchases of, like I guess the average person's life. Like, what else are you gonna buy that's like 500,000 or less?
Nothing. Unless it's like a hospital bill you're paying
Oh
for.
shit, yeah, and those
But
are the ones you don't want for sure.
yeah,
So
you're not gonna get a car that costs more than your house. You're not gonna get
I
yeah.
hope not. Shit,
No,
what
well
the
you
fuck you
can't probably
doing?
not. So
Exactly. So yeah, again, it all comes down to knowing yourself and what you're capable of and
yeah,
want to do and enjoy doing. And yeah, just basically keep taking the shit you don't like doing out. Because some things you might not like doing, but you're great at. Those are skills.
yeah.
And then maybe I've seen this graph. It's like a square, and then that square has basically four squares in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they said what you like doing, what you don't like doing, or some shit. And then this one says what you're good at, what you're not good at.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, everything that you're good at and that you like doing, obviously try to focus more on that. And then obviously on this, the opposite spectrum is what are you bad at and don't like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Try to see if you could get those activities to maybe someone else, maybe like an assistant, an employee. So that way you're only focused on the shit that you're good at and enjoy doing.
Enjoying it. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you could slowly, essentially cover the other ones because you're still going to do things that you like doing, but maybe you're bad at. But you keep those because you're going to keep getting better and
Yeah.
you're enjoying doing it. Why not? But then maybe you can start eliminating the things that you're somewhat good at, but just hate doing.
Yeah.
Basically, the goal in that little analogy is to cut all the shit that you don't like doing. Because
Yeah.
to me, I guess that's what's more important to me, doing things I actually like doing, like
Yeah.
the fuck.
I feel like a lot of people have that problem where they don't think that far ahead, which you really can't honestly. But you see it a lot. People like go to school for things or but they don't really realize what the outcome is, like in the future of that industry or job. But luckily you saw it like early, so you kind of knew like you did it regardless. You started it, you tried it, and sometimes it takes trying it to figure it out. But yeah, a lot of people don't really do that.
Yeah, bro. So I guess that's kind of the long-winded spiel of the whole renting versus home thing. It depends. It depends. Where do you see yourself? Me personally, I feel like I want to. I don't want to say explore the U.S., but definitely explore the U.S., but live in different places of the country
Mm,
for limited periods of time, though. So maybe 3, 4 months. I want to live in New York for at least 3 months.
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Miami, when I went, shit was crazy, bro. Like everyone's down there. I want to be down for like 3 months. Hella humid, but like everything, you'll get acclimated. Something else. Basically, Seattle would be dope too, bro. Basically, just kind of everywhere. So that's kind of where I'm more trying to design a business or something where I could essentially just go wherever.
Hmm.
Because technically, I can go ahead and bring all my my work shit with me.
Yeah.
But it's like if I go to Miami and I'm trying to be there for 3 months, shit, it's gonna be a short term something. I'm not gonna have any furniture, so most likely I'm gonna either stay at an Airbnb or in a hotel. Them bitches is premium, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna be spending if you want something decent, like 5 racks. 5 racks
At
times
least.
three, 15K. I don't shit. Let's say I make only I don't know. Let's say I make shit, I don't know, just some random ass number, 10K in 3 months. I'm gonna fucking net loss of 5K.
Yeah.
That shit don't make any sense.
No, it's
So
you definitely got to weigh out your options and. But
yeah, so that's essentially what I want to do eventually.
yeah.
Just kind of just doing that whole thing, and then obviously if I got that money on me, come home for a little bit, record some podcasts with my boy, like 3 or 4 that week.
Take off.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm always just kind of trying to plan, or maybe just come back once a month. Like if I have the money, why not?
No, you definitely got to
You know what I'm
enjoy
saying?
it. Yeah.
Like just fuck it. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of where I became self aware. I'm like, all right, this is kind of where I want my life, to be. But I do want to essentially to be the home base.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even later. I don't know. You never know what life can throw your fucking way.
Yeah.
Honestly, so
It's a good way to see it. I've always broke it down like that to people. I always like start at your end goal and then kind of go backwards.
I
Some
get you.
people it's about happiness. Some people it's about money. Some people, it's whatever. If it's the money thing, how much do you really want to make? How much is going to make you happy? All right, well then break down what kind of things you can do to make that money, and then now you know. That's I never really thought it like that. Honestly, I can't say that's how I did it,
Yeah.
but now seeing it, it's like that's a good way to see it. And I still do with like some things I implement. I'm like, I would really want to make this much money. I'm like, well, I know this service I do can't make me that much. I know this service can't do. So I'm like, okay, this service I do PPFs can get me where I want if I wanted to. So I got to push for those, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. But some people will like, I don't know. Some people are like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I'm like, well, there's very few jobs you can do to be a millionaire. I mean, one probably most likely a business owner of some sort, or
A high level CEO that took a long time to build up the corporate ladder, and then it's not only just a corporate ladder. You have to learn how to communicate with people. It's basically the longer road.
yeah. So I mean, you'll know what you have to do. So you're gonna know right away. Being a dentist assistant, it's not gonna get you to be a millionaire. So it's like don't even waste your time there. If that's essentially your goal and that's what you really want to make you happy, then put it that way, I guess. But
That's a
that's
fact.
just an example in a way. But no,
That's a
you kind of
fact.
do it in the same way too, though. You're seeing it like if I have the money, like I'm gonna do this, this, and this. So now you're working to do that. So
Yeah, I don't know why. Since I was like 18 and watched like some random ass YouTube videos, like since
mhm.
that point on, I feel like that just fucked me up like mentally, especially just knowing that I was like at a factory and then I didn't necessarily want to be there
Yeah,
ever. It was something like, damn, there's actually different routes and that are basically less chosen, like the path less chosen,
hmm,
that really no one close to me has ever taken or I've seen or has told me about.
yeah,
So when I kind of like discovered it through the internet, I was like, oh shit. At first, obviously, it doesn't seem too viable, but then you start slowly understanding that everything that's like short term or get rich quick type of shit,
hmm,
like 99.999% of that is all bullshit, bro.
it really is.
It dead ass is. Like, trust me, I've been from 18 to 21. Like, come on, man. I was trying fucking e-commerce, drop shipping, but at the same time, it wasn't working. And then I think maybe after 2 or 3 months, I dropped it. So then that's another skill. See, so it's now so I started learning. It's all about skills and information
Hmm.
that builds you up. It's basically like a ladder. Maybe this is like skills, this is information you have, and then maybe this is like connections, like each ladder. So maybe you have a fuck ton of like skills, but like you don't know shit. Like you don't know concepts. You don't know how to break things down. You don't know about habits. So maybe you need some shit over here, and then maybe you need to get connected to the right person. Maybe that's a ladder here. So basically, each thing is kind of like a ladder, you know. So you just like again have to basically figure out yourself where you're at, and then maybe you don't even want to be. What I'm trying to say is maybe there's the scale is becoming, successful and having money, and the other scale is living a comfortable life and starting a family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying you can't have both, but you probably need to sacrifice at least maybe holding off on having the family
Yeah.
to speed this up. Or if you try to do both at the same time, it might be just the slower path up, and you could do it for sure.
Yeah. It's
By like
definitely
you're 40,
possible, but yeah, it's
but like you're 40, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's more just acquiring information and skills, and then eventually trying to mixing that all up and creating something unique. So
yeah.
that's kind of where we're at. So I feel like even when we sit down here and shit and are chopping it up, it's basically a whole life experience plus our relationship that we've, known and comfortable talking.
Yeah.
Random ass shit comes up, and then
It
we
almost opens
all
up your mind to more things. Huh?
exactly we start throwing shit that we've, uncovered, unraveled, and are now talking about it and
Yeah.
even reflecting on it as we speak as well. So
Yeah.
shit's kind of wild.
But it's good. It seems like you're on the path, At least you have like a path you're kind of following now, which that's hard for everyone just to even like figure out. Sometimes it takes, everybody has a different time to their, when they find their path, I would say, Some people find it earlier, some people don't find it till after they have kids and they're settled down. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody has their
Yeah,
own start and finish line. So,
as long as you're working towards it, because if you're just saying that you want to do shit and are never doing anything or starting anything, you're what we call unfortunately, a what I think it's called a wanna betruer, some
want to
shit like
mature.
that's like a mixture of those things.
Yeah.
Wanna be entrepreneur, some shit like that. And obviously, you don't want to be that person on social media that's just, yeah, let's get it, like we're gonna get all this money, but it's like, bro, you fucking live on the same street as me, bro. What the fuck are we doing here? That's why I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
really want to preach too much crazy shit until like I'm really up.
Yeah.
But like again, I'm just kind of explaining kind of my path and what
The
I've
process.
learned throughout the years of me trying to investigate this shit. Because I tried the whole college route shit. It was fun. I took a whole entrepreneurship program there. I had to pass that shit though. Well, like that shit was that's how I kind of discovered like, yo, fuck this. Like, let me just do all the entrepreneurship class and all that. And then that's when I even like again met some basically professor. He was not really a professor though. His name was Alan Hall. Shout out that my man's. He basically started like Market Star in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So him, I already knew he donated to our specific entrepreneurship program $4 million, and I was like, for a man to donate $4 million, you got to have at least 9 figures, bro. At
At
least,
least, yeah.
like no way. At least in maybe not cash, but at least in net worth.
Yeah.
So when I was in my boy's class, shit, I tried to learn, and basically what I found out from him is he knew a shit ton. He's freaking like almost 80, and he's still trying to like learn and work out. And he told me that he was like trying to learn 3 to 4 languages, and that he practices a piano, and that he tries to help
That's
people,
crazy.
and he's doing so much shit. And that's when I was like, fuck. So you're telling me I can't just become a lazy ass and just make money? And like that motherfucker basically became the ultimate version of himself, bro. Like, and it was crazy to me about him. He low key was the most humble person I've ever met, but
Mm.
also like the richest, which in my mind had like at that point was like never like intertwined.
Yeah, you would never thought that. Yeah.
So it's a holy shit. So that's why sometimes I even be getting good at like reading people's like insecurity, like people that are like
Yeah.
tough and shit. I'm like, bro, we all like, I'm not all, everyone knows, but like I've been there, like, you know what I'm saying, like trying to flex a little chest, and I'm cool and shit. It's like, bro, if you keep going and keep growing, you'll hopefully eventually become self-aware and grow out of it and be
Yeah.
like, bro, no one gives a fuck. But that's just a whole, like again, a whole personal, basically type of path you have to figure out on your own. And if you're not really trying, then you're probably just wasting time and doing that. So essentially, what I'm trying to say is use time as an asset, plant seeds early.
Yes,
That's all
sir.
I'm saying.
Yeah. That's, you pretty much couldn't have said it better.
Thank you. Damn, it's a little spiel, my bet.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
We're feeding some good information to these people. I mean, even if it's not,
I hope so.
even if it doesn't fit you, but
Yeah,
it kind
facts.
of,
Facts. I'm just basically giving examples and
yeah,
saying just find out who you are.
yeah, pretty much. You got to find that path, and like I said, it's just kind of how I explained it too. Like you just kind of have to know what exactly you want, which you may not even know until you try something.
That's
So
a fact. You might think you want something because you've seen someone else do it. You
yeah,
try it out for 2 to 3 months. You find out that I don't want to dismiss the fact that you might just hate it entirely. I'd say pick out the things you liked about it and the things you didn't like about it.
Yeah.
For example, me, real estate agent. I didn't like obviously the thing I described, the whole talking to people, doing all that, right?
Exactly. Yep.
I didn't like that portion, but I love the whole real estate concept, the whole appreciation, the whole writing off. Yeah, basically all that.
Yeah.
Super fascinating to me. So I learned. I could have just been like, you know what, fuck this. This shit's it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I learned how to be like, yo, bro, like what, like chill. Like, what did you like from this? What didn't you like from it? Separate it. You keep doing that with a bunch of shit. Maybe you keep track of it. You're gonna have a list of all the shit you liked and all the shit you didn't like, and then you could essentially try to connect some together,
Hmm.
and then be like, oh shit, maybe that's where I need to go. You know,
Yeah.
and maybe it's not right away. We're like shit, because a lot of the times you need skills, bro. You need skills. Like I said, it's not a quick rich thing, like type of thing. The reason it takes time is because you have to, it's like trial and error. Every time you fail, it's not an L, it's a lesson. You're learning from that freaking previous lesson.
Yeah.
You enter it back in, you're probably gonna fail still, like honestly, hundreds and thousands of times
Of course.
potentially.
Yeah.
But by the hundredth or thousandth time, I promise you, you're gonna be a way better individual than when you know, basically entered it. So basically, what I'm saying is adversity, and basically hard times will give you character, and will actually make you like self-aware. So put yourself in as much uncomfortable positions as possible, and you know, you'll learn something about yourself. So
Yeah.
even like with us, we fucking put ourselves in the fucking internet, and well, I don't think we even gave a shit, but like, oh, like what are our parents, what are our friends and peers and family gonna think?
Yeah. At this point, it's like
It's like
whatever. Right?
fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's obviously it was probably uncomfortable to think about, right?
Yeah.
But
I
we're
really,
doing it.
this is something, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I really love being like under pressure. And my girl's probably gonna be like, nice. Like that's why he always has like so much work. But I don't know, just something about like, I always like being busy. Like I don't like just like not having shit to do. Don't get me wrong, like I enjoy it here and there, but man, just it just like makes it so more enjoyable when like I got so much shit to do that like I was just talking about I think a few podcasts ago how like sometimes you just sit there and you're just kind of like you don't even know where to start with work. But at the
Mm,
same time, like I'd rather have that than just be bored
just
without nothing or not
going
really have
through
like
life with.
yeah, like honest. I think I even said it too. Like just when I thought like I couldn't handle more, like we brought this whole podcast thing in, and honestly, I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, just record shit, post it.
It's not
No,
a.
I've been doing more shit, doing this, and I'm like, how the hell do I have time to even learn this whole new program? Look into AI stuff. Now looking into cameras and lighting, and like I didn't know I had all this time. And it's just it makes me kind of think like, what was I doing with that time before?
Mm,
And I'm still getting the work done with the shop. I mean, the shop's
obviously,
busier than ever. So
yeah.
it's like,
You know what it is?
mm,
It's obviously like you said. How the fuck am I gonna learn this whole ass? Let's say you take let's buy a program. It's 100 hours. How the fuck am I gonna fit a whole ass 100 hour program? Well, shit. Let's say you do 2 hours a day, 2 times 7 in a week, 14.
mm-hmm.
14 times 4 weeks in a month. Shit, you're gonna be basically at a shit. My brain's kind of fucked up right now, but six, like I don't know, like 86 or some shit, 96, some shit like that. Maybe even the 100. Basically, my point is, you could finish it in a month
Yeah,
if you do 2 hours a day. So basically, just because you're not sitting on your ass for like 4 or 5 hours doing something, like that doesn't mean like I feel like that's where people maybe are fucking up. They're trying to
mm,
do everything in like one sitting, where it's like, bro, if you just do one thing like for 1 hour, like that shit will just add up eventually. Like
yeah,
momentum,
yeah.
and
You
you start
just
learning shit. That's how I'm learning shit right now.
just jump into it. Yeah, don't overthink it. That's a big thing. I think I don't know how many times we've said it before. Just don't overthink shit. People always overthink stuff, and it's just like I know a lot of good people that have like good business ideas and good intentions, and they just overthink shit and they never really go through with it.
No, hell no.
And I mean, I have so many business ideas myself that I could do. That's one thing that I've also learned too. Like, just stick to one thing. That's another thing. I could put you could put your hands in all kinds of stuff, but you're not going to be in all those things. You're only going to focus on
No.
one thing. So, and I'm not saying this is like taken away from my business because it's not, but it can get to a point where you can, if you're just putting,
Mm, that's a
but
fact. That's the thing too. Like you said, you maybe have a fuck ton of badass business ideas, but at the end of the day, is like maybe this new business that they want to start requires me to have a certain skill set that I don't have. So I'm going to waste like 2 or 3 years obtaining that skill set while I could have just worked, like you said, here, something I already love doing and have all that skill set and knowledge of it anyway and connections and freaking client base.
Exactly. Advance this business more,
It's like,
expanded it more than instead of starting a new one from scratch. And
and doing that
yeah,
whole shit. Cause like you said, you kind of didn't really track how long the business like took you to, transition and all that. Like it's obviously when you were little and all that. Basically, you got to essentially, in a way, you can still transfer things out of concept from this one to that one. But
hmm
again, there's always going to be like a skill base. Like let's say you want to start a sunglass fucking business.
yeah,
Now you have to learn about what,
materials.
material, you
Yeah,
name it,
what people
bro.
want. Yeah,
Who's
that's
some fucking suppliers? We're going from China. We're going from India. Is it? Do you want my shit U.S. based?
price, all that.
Price, logistics, all that shit. So it gets really complicated. So it's like, yo, don't chase a shiny object. Chase your primal inclinations, basic your skill set, and any interest. So
Yeah.
that's kind of it with that. But I liked when you said that you like being under pressure because you know what I heard.
What's up?
Pressure makes diamonds, bro.
Damn, I love that.
You're a fucking diamond, bro.
Yeah.
So keep that shit up.
Hey, hell yeah,
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no man, it's something it's a love hate relationship because when you're under pressure, it's like fuck, like I just want to be done. Like, am I gonna get it done in time? But I'm out of my word. A word, I try to stay to it as best as I possibly can. To like the dates and what I tell people,
Yeah.
and that's like something that like it's probably like built me or the business the way it is because I really stuck with that. Even when like I have a car dropped off and maybe I might not even touch it for 2 to 3 days, but I'm still gonna deliver it on that day I told them, which I'll be here till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Something
Oh,
about that is just so rewarding too, though. Like when you actually get it done and on time and customers super happy and it's just like it's all worth it because of
yeah.
that stuff. And
That's wild,
that's what I
bro.
really enjoy. That's like my basically what I get out of this and keeps me going. So,
Okay. That's I
which I
didn't know
kind of
that.
wish like everybody can like feel that for a minute because I don't
Yeah.
think nobody really has that. My girlfriend has recently had so where she works at, she works in the NICU, and sometimes like the parents are really like appreciative of the nurses and stuff like that. So they'll leave them like gift baskets and stuff. And I don't think she's ever worked anywhere where you're like appreciated like that. And I feel like in me here, I'm more appreciated by like, the customer's reaction. And yeah, some do leave tips, but I mean, to me, it's more them being happy and like knowing they're going to come back and they're going to share my contact info with other people. But now that she's kind of getting some feedback from the customer, it's not a customer, it's a client or patient, like she's having like that feeling that it's almost the same feeling that I get with this. And
Got you. Like fulfilled.
yeah, but it's not very many businesses that you work for, or companies. You're gonna get that. You're not gonna get that at a production place. I mean, maybe the employers may like give you guys lunch and all that, but everybody's
Yeah.
getting that. This is like specific to you. So
Well, that's
that's
it. Well, the thing about working in a factory, it's not like you're gonna deliver the shit you're working on to the client. And be like, hey, here you go, bro.
this is the airbag I made for you, or
Yeah.
this is the scaffold knife.
No, I saved your life with this, this airbag and shit. Like,
Yeah,
unfortunately, it don't work like that. It's the company that you're working for gets the credit.
yeah. And I'm just relating to the airbag place because I worked there at one
Yeah.
point, but
Shit, my dad worked there, man.
yeah, a lot of people do here, but yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, you don't get that fulfillment, which I wish everybody would get at one point, just because it's a good feeling. It's almost like a drive. Like you almost get more. It's more gas to the fire.
For
So
sure. What the hell?
yeah,
No, it's a fact, bro. Okay, my boy. Shit, I learned something about you. Okay. I thought I knew everything.
yeah. Well, I learned about diamonds now too, though. Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, bro. I remember I took fucking shit. It was for college, bro. That's why I kind of wanted to drop out too, cause shit, I'd be learning about just random ass shit, bro. They made me take a science class about volcanoes and earthquakes and shit, tectonic plates
Hmm.
and all that shit. The professor had a PhD. He didn't even give a shit, bro. It was all online. I would study the last day before a test and pass somehow, like crazy shit. But I remember I was just learning about just random ass like plates and how like basically gas is built up underground over a period of time, like build like make diamonds and the
Hmm.
whole freaking thing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So
That's crazy. Some
I'm like,
stuff
all right.
sticks with you, huh?
Some stuff, some other shit's like, what the fuck am I learning this for? And you just zone out and
Yeah.
probably because basically when I was cramming all that information to take the test, after that test a week later, I probably only remember 5%, bro. Because it's like you're
Yeah.
cramming everything in one fucking sitting.
There's so much shit. There's so much shit in
Yeah.
school we learn. I'm not saying school's bad, but we're never gonna use that shit in our lives. Like,
Not necessarily. I feel like now
it's
thinking
good to
about
know,
it,
I guess. Like, it builds you who you are growing up, kind of makes you more aware of stuff. But
yeah,
some stuff I just feel like was just kind of nonsense.
I guess, yeah, you're right. It just depends on how you, I guess, use the information. Because I remember we always in biology class learning about like basically plants and how they're like, I guess they're muscles or some shit. Because I guess if you ever pay attention to like some flowers,
Hmm.
they'll always be facing the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See,
so like,
I didn't even. I zoned out. Must have been that part. I
yeah,
must have not.
so and yeah, and then it resets, and then sometimes you probably seen it. They close
Yeah, I seen
flowers and
that.
shit opens, and it's always like let's say the sun's over here, then it's like
It's almost like a solar panel, like just
some shit
well,
like
those ones that are are always aiming towards the sun.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
So just
Hmm.
shit like that. So but it's like where the fuck am I gonna necessarily like
Use.
use?
Yeah.
But I guess you brought up a good point with the whole satellite thing. I was reading and watching a video on like the specific author that he says that like essentially bring different like topics information from one field and add them to another.
Mm.
So for example, that maybe I didn't invent the solar panel that chases the sun, but what if they technically got that idea,
From a plant.
like they were like, oh shit, I know about plants, and they create and eat with or whatever the fuck you want to call it through photosynthesis,
Yeah.
and do that. Like why not maybe do the same thing with the essentially a solar panel to collect even more energy instead of just having it on the roof flat. You know
Kind
what
of
I'm
like the
saying?
plant does. Yeah.
Exactly. So like sometimes, like I said, you could even grab different information from different
That's a fact.
things and add it to somewhere else. So that's honestly some of the best inventions like
Hmm.
ever. That's what they do. I think they call it divergent thinking. If anyone's looking to that,
Yeah.
basically just mixing concepts and topics and basically just adding it all together. You
Yeah.
know, so
No,
it's
but
like that's
you're
wild though.
definitely a different one though, because a lot of people don't break that down like that too.
Oh,
It's
I
like
didn't think about it like that until like I'm telling you, you
you
become
know.
self-aware about something,
Yeah.
and now you know about it. That's why I'm saying I preach self-awareness. Now it's not about being rich or being the most
Oh no, for sure.
strongest. It's about, bro, are you comfortable when you're looking in the mirror, bro? Like, yo, like I know who you are. Am I doing the things I like doing?
Hmm.
Like shit, I'd rather be fucking broke and be happy at the mirror than be like some rich fucking. I personally would always want to be fit, so some unfit ass person that's like just sad looking in the mirror like, damn, bro, I literally wasted 30, 40 years, never started a family because I guess that would be important to me
No,
and
fuck
shit. And
that.
it's like, was it worth it, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Life's not just about racking up freaking, essentially monetary things and values and like basically possessions. It's not really about that. It's about experiences, having great relationships, and then obviously sharing those, hopefully elevated. So obviously, if we become well, basically when we reach the next level, we'll
Yeah.
hopefully reach new level experiences. And do you think I'm gonna have more fun just being like going to, I don't know, let's say some crazy ass badass hotel in like Park City, badass restaurant by myself, bro?
No.
Or do you think I'll be like, yo, me and my boy Edgar and some other homies out here like living it up?
Yeah.
Like that's the shit right there. That's community. You know what I'm saying? Because humans they thrive off relationships, bro.
Yeah.
You have to have that shit like to be happy, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah. Seems like, I mean, I've heard a lot of stories of like, people, wealthy people that are just miserable, that they got all this money and they got everything in the world, but you got nobody to share it with. And
Yeah, or
at
maybe
that point, you
their
can't
health
really,
fucked up and they're gonna die soon.
that too.
It's
Yeah.
like, was
All
it?
that for what? Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying. So money's important and all that shit, but it's not the main one, bro. It's not the main one.
definitely, yeah, you got to find happiness too in this all. So
Yeah, like why not enjoy it? You could do both, honestly.
yeah.
Enjoy it and try to, that's why I'd say don't just be focusing on what other people doing and try to like chase the bag. How people say chase the bag. Chase the bag in your own thing that you like doing is my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do that. And then another thing too, with me, all this information I give, I could feel like where things would be contradictory. For example, when I started in sales, I was shy. I didn't really want to do it, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like I wanted to do it because I wanted growth, and I knew at the end of it, I was going to become basically a better version of myself.
Hmm.
But if with the advice I just gave, it's like, well, shit, Alex told me not to do the things I don't like doing, and I don't like sales or talking to people, so I'm never going to do it. Well, shit, now we're in another dilemma.
Yeah.
Like you also have to consider that if you let's say just take for example someone straight out of high school, you don't really have skills, man. You probably been working at a fast food restaurant because I don't think you're able to work at a factory or construction until you're 18,
Mm-hmm.
at least illegally. There's probably like loopholes everywhere, but you don't have any foundation. Like you don't really have anything.
Yeah.
So you have to build up your what they call your marketplace value, and then essentially kind of keep moving up. If it's climbing up the corporate ladder, for me, for example, I've been in sales for some time now. I could either basically quit, get a different sales job somewhere else, and then I just leveled up, and now I'm learning those skills, and then I can level up again.
Yeah.
But again, that's it. All comes down to knowing where you want to be. But that's the one thing. So not just because I'm saying don't do things that don't make you happy. Like you have to also become uncomfortable because at the end of the road,
Yeah.
you'll essentially be better.
Yeah. You definitely
You
gotta go
know,
to your comfort zone.
yeah, it's good. Like shit like this sometimes is scary. For example, us, we kind of got out of our comfort zone, posting ourselves on the internet. Like me and Edgar aren't really too on social media, to be honest. Like we kind of don't care. I think it came a point in time where it's like, damn, like I got my friends, we have a girlfriend. I get it. Like when you're a little more single, maybe you obviously want to put yourself out there and make
Yeah.
more connections. But we're kind of at a point where it's like, all right, bro, our main concern right now is just growing our I guess ourselves as individuals, and then also our jobs and businesses and shit like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, don't get it fucked up. Is what I'm trying to say. Like don't do jump that. Oh, I hate that shit. I'm not doing it. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to.
Yeah. At least look into it.
Yeah, and not forever. I'm not saying if you hate that shit, do it forever too. Just get the appropriate skills and then move on to the next level. Like
Yeah.
you grab your shit and keep it going. Don't stay and then don't get comfortable too. If you get comfortable and stay somewhere, and I see a lot of people.
That's the bad part. Yeah.
I see a lot of people there. But again, if that's your ideal life, fuck
What
it.
do you think it is that they just don't realize that they're like uncomfortable, or
The
or
the
they
thing
just
is, they get too comfortable, and they're just content, bro. Maybe their thing that they like enjoy doing is just enjoying the weekend and going to party and doing friends. Maybe that's
mm-hmm.
their thing. Again, if that's if well, I'm not
That's what
saying
they want. Yeah.
if that makes you happy, that's cool. But you also got to think in 10 years, you think you're gonna be like, oh shit, like I have no regrets. If you have no regrets, fuck it, keep doing it. Like that's
Yeah. Yes. So.
But if you're gonna wake up in 10 years and be like, fuck, is he right? In 10 years, am I gonna be like, am I gonna be happy with the shit I'm doing today? Because what we're doing right now, like where you see me and Edgar right now, it's basically not things we're doing necessarily now. It's things we did in the past that eventually got us to where we are right now. So we're essentially the actions we're doing now are for our future self down the road.
Exactly.
So obviously, podcast. We are not expecting anything like for honestly a fat minute. We're just gonna keep trying to deliver the best content, valuable things like that out. But if we keep doing it in 5 years, you don't think at the end of those 5 years we're gonna come out at the end and be just way better as humans?
Yeah. Even if it's just the social skills we've been creating
Learn how to communicate,
and
bro.
knowledge that we've. I mean, I've been learning a bunch from you. You've been learning a bunch from me. So it's like we're just getting something out of it. So it's like, of course, after 5 years, we're not just gonna be in the same spot we are right now. We're
Oh hell no.
yeah. So
Yeah, no. That's always my goal at the end of the year. I try to evaluate. I'm like, all right, I'm entering a new year. How did I differ it from last year? Am I walking into this the same way?
mm-hmm.
And luckily for the last 6 7 years, there's always been like that one key thing where it's like, yes, I did it. Like this was the year for this.
Mm-hmm.
And now entering this year, it was, all right, cool. I feel like as a person, I feel pretty comfortable in my own skin. Like in previous years, it might have been like fitness one year, trying to get that up, and so other things, not just fitness, because that's just 2 hours like
Yeah.
a day. The fuck, but like just different things. But this year, I kind of went in and I was like, yo, like shit,
This is the year. Yeah.
I just wanna have my own things going on, and obviously for me to say that is gonna require me to do different things that I was doing for the past year. Because if I keep doing the same shit I was doing last year,
It's gonna put
I'm
you
gonna
in
have the same fucking results.
Exactly.
Different actions equals different results. You want to have different shit, you have to lay a foundation. So obviously me working and having a job is already taking 8 9 hours out of my day. I go to the gym, it's another 2 hours. So what does that leave me with? Time I usually use to watch TV and game. Now I got to invest all that shit and turn it into a hobby, passion, and then basically try to make this my primary source of income.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point you can essentially quit, replace that, and now you have a fuck ton of time now. And then it's up to you if you want to build something else, or now it's
Or
like,
keep feeding into that same thing. That's what
yeah,
I did with my business.
Exactly. You could always keep expanding and doing more things. There's always shit to do.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
always shit to do. Like there's so much. You're never gonna just learn everything and be done with everything. Where you're like, yes,
No.
life is not about reaching a finish line. It's about experiencing it, and hopefully at the end of it, just being a version that you're happy with, and be like, damn, that was life. I bet.
It's beautiful.
Like yeah, she was dope. Like a lot of people, unfortunately, might
Yeah.
have regrets and shit like that. So like Edgar said, you have to put yourself at where your end goal is, and then reverse engineer to basically the steps and
Yeah.
all that. And the easiest way to get there is, or not the easiest way, but to find that out is to find someone that's already in a position that you want to be, and just see if you could get maybe some information or at least some starting tips, and then basically just kind of doing that. So instead of you trying to figure out like what basic ingredients go into this, just ask the
Scratch.
person that fucking made it.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just a little info. You know what I'm saying? My apologies.
Love that.
I've been spitting a lot of shit today, but that's where we're at, bro.
No, that's good, bro. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I guess that's kind of
That's
it
a
for
good
me,
shit.
man. Yeah, bro. But yeah, you have any thoughts or anything like that for me, my boy, or yourself, or anything? I guess you've been kind of contemplating. I
No,
don't
not
know.
much. But I almost like kind of wish that like, hopefully everyone that listens to this can either like take it to them. I'm not saying that you have to like do it, but like maybe
Yeah.
kind of think back, set back, and think where you're at, and I mean, kind of rethink some of the things we've said, and maybe implement it to your life. See if it's something you're doing. Are you like? I'm not saying it's you have to do stuff and you have to do it our way. We're just telling you our examples of stuff, and but
Okay.
maybe see if it does something for you. I don't know.
I like that. I
Rethinks
like
like
that. Like
yeah,
basically, what he's trying to say is we're gonna leave you the homework, and if you don't really you don't feel comfortable sitting down and writing things about yourself, another thing you can do is ask other people, like that know you really well, that are gonna bullshit you. You can't go to people that are gonna bullshit you, bro. Like stop like hanging out with people that just
that
are
they're
kissing
just trying to just
ass.
feed into you of
Yeah,
what you're
like
gonna
oh yeah,
say.
you're the best, bro. Nah, you're perfect where you're at. Like cool, I appreciate that, but like there's always room for growth. So talk to the people. Maybe if you have a good parent, but, hey mom, like obviously you know me the best.
Yeah,
What are some things you think I am good at or you think I'm interested at? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, another maybe a good person, and then you have like this information, and then you maybe will think about that information and be like, damn, they maybe have a good point, or maybe even have different ideas. So the homework is become more self-aware
hmm,
in whatever area you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? You could literally be self-aware in anything. In a relationship, let's say you have a wife.
yeah,
Maybe it's time to have a conversation and be like, hey, you know, like I love our relationship, but I
yeah.
feel like we could get a little better. Like, is there anything I do potentially that maybe upsets you or something I could do better? Do you have any icks? Because honestly, I feel like I found that out that a lot of relationships sometimes have those icks that we're just too afraid to basically call out,
Just get put on the side.
unfortunately. So that's the homework. Become
Yeah.
self aware, have the difficult talks you're supposed to have, and hopefully by the end of it, well, I'm pretty sure you will feel way better.
Oh, for sure.
Way better.
It's time to get uncomfortable.
That's a fact. That is a fact. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that I guess was kind of it from my end. I appreciate you. If Edgar has any closing thoughts, I already know my boys right there. And,
No, we're good, man. But yeah, we appreciate everyone listening and viewing this. And yeah, thank you guys for everything, for sharing and
that's a fact.
telling your friends and even yourself. I mean, I know time's very valuable. We preach on it too. But
That's a fact.
on the free time you guys get to watch us or listen to us, it's very appreciative. And hopefully now we'll start soon setting up polls and start getting some feedback from you guys and
100%.
hopefully give you guys some more of what maybe you guys want to listen to. So
100%. Yeah, I
yeah,
would love that. So, thank you everybody. I appreciate the support. It means a lot, honestly. We had tremendous support, even more than we thought. Essentially,
yeah,
we didn't think, we would get so much love from people. So
that was cool.
we
Yeah,
basically, I keep getting reminded that we blessed out here. So
we really are, man.
we blessed.
Every
So
day.
every day. So just live life in gratitude. That's the only way you're gonna be happy and shit. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.
All right. Peace.